Welcome back. Let's talk about the migrant crisis. You'll be thrilled to know that this weekend, Saturday and Sunday, another 412 migrants successfully crossed the channel, arriving on our shores to be welcomed into our warm embrace. Stay as long as you like. Yeah, here's some free money. Here's some free food, free hotels. Yeah, enjoy. That's what goes on here, obviously. 412 crossed the channel over the weekend, 357 on Saturday, 55 yesterday on Sunday. That adds up to, in the last 2 weeks, a bumper total of 3,146 migrants crossing the channel. Now, the first Rwanda flight would have taken off on June the 26th. Instead, on July the 22nd, Yvette Cooper, Calamity Cooper, the Home Secretary, effectively gave an amnesty to 88,000 asylum seekers who were going to get chucked out of the country. They can now stay. Over this past 2 weeks, 3,146. If you recall, last week, 12 drowned. A total of 115 migrants have had to be plucked from the channel last week as well. Otherwise, they would have drowned as well. 12 drowned, 115 plucked from the sea, 3,146 coming across in 2 weeks. Keir Starmer's take on the migrant crisis, I kid you not, Russell, he said, we're making progress. In what way exactly?
Well, it's do you know what he's becoming exceptional at? And obviously we talked about this in the previous segment. He's gaslighting people. I mean, literally saying to people that something is true when the opposite is evidently true. It's what Orwell said, I think, didn't he? Just, eventually they will tell you to not believe your eyes and ears. Yeah. We're already 9 weeks, 10 weeks into this government at the Orwellian stage where Keir Starmer is saying, in this instance here, with regard to an increasing... But by the way, this is not just the same level of migrants coming over on boats. This is increasing on a month-by-month basis. So soon, if you extrapolate that line, we're going to be seeing 2,000 a week, 3,000 a week. And I remind you, apart from the social and the cultural cost of this, each one of those migrants costs the taxpayer £12,000 a year. Yeah. And that's not in accommodation, that's plus housing, 12 grand just in NHS, social care and benefits. So you've got the cost of this. And talk about black holes. Well, I'll tell you, if you want an even bigger black hole, Keir Starmer, do nothing about immigration.
Yeah, exactly right, which is exactly what he is doing. The backdrop to this, he was giving an interview with Laura Kunzman on the BBC over the weekend, a rare moment when he subjects himself to some form of interrogation. He doesn't like to do this. But the backdrop to this is that, of course, on day one of his awful administration, in a knee-jerk way, he completely cancelled the Rwanda scheme. People go, it didn't work. It didn't start. There's your problem. He never gave it a chance. We had invested £240 million over in Kigali, in that Eastern African country, Rwanda. All the infrastructure for our Rwanda scheme is in place. Guess what? Germany's saying to the EU, hey, we've got a free deportation scheme here. We can take Britain's system and we can send our people there. Starmer looks ridiculous.
Well, he does, and so do his ministers. You know, over the weekend we saw one of them in particular being grilled by whichever journalist it was, where the question was asked, so of the, 50, 80, 100,000 people that are coming over here on an annual basis, on the basis that you're now going to process them quicker, you say, you're going to fast-track them, they like that phrase, don't they? Where are the ones that you approve at whatever level, whether that's 55%, as is historic, or 90% of these asylum seekers that actually are given leave to remain in this country? Where are they going to go? Are you going to put them into council houses and social housing association properties? And the minister couldn't answer. Yeah. So this is so harebrained, this lack of plan, this ridiculous border command nonsense, which, by the way, they still haven't recruited the head of, that they don't even know on an ongoing basis, given that 2,000 people a week are coming over, not just where they're going to put the asylum seekers, but when they grant them asylum, as most are granted, they've just got no idea where they're putting them.
Yeah. And the backdrop of this is, as you quite rightly say, we'll talk about this, we'll go to break in a second. While Keir Starmer and Yvette Cooper say we're going to smash the gangs, a misnomer. Ridiculous. You can smash as many gangs as you like. You won't stop the migrants.
Well, they haven't smashed one yet.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Yeah,
it doesn't matter.
Of course it doesn't.
They can smash 50 gangs tomorrow, and the day after tomorrow, a load more migrants will come. And who will facilitate them? Brand new people smuggling gangs. It's like saying we're going to end the scourge of bank robbery by arresting every bank robber in Britain. That means there'll be no more bank robberies ever. Well, it's rubbish, isn't it?
Maybe we should start
There'll be new bank robbers tomorrow. It's the way it is.
Do you know, it'd be more practical, Kev, to start with, I'd say, smashing, and I say that very tongue-in-cheek. I'm joking, obviously, but smash Care for Calais and the RNLI, because it's the likes of Care for Calais as a charity and the RNLI that are also contributing these people coming over here on the channel.
You've got to stop the migrants, and the way to stop the migrants is to, A, send them a message. You know, I'll reluctantly accept maybe it's a little difficult to turn them round in the middle of the channel, although the boats, I can't quite see why. But if I accept that, all right, I'll accept that just for the sake of argument. When they get here, you know, we have detention centres. They get arrested for breaking our laws. You turned up here on an illegal vessel without a passport. Sorry, you're under arrest. Then, quick court case, you broke our laws, you're out. Once that message gets through to them, that upon arrival they're arrested and then they're deported, they'll stop coming. And when you stop the migrants, you automatically smash the people smuggling gangs.
You take the demand away.
Because there's no demand.
You take the demand away.
People smuggling gangs prosper, and there's billions of pounds in it, because of supply and demand. The demand is from the migrants. The people smuggling gangs meet, they supply the demand. It's as simple as that. And unless you get rid of the demand, you stop the migrants, there will always be suppliers. And those suppliers are called people smuggling gangs. So you're right about Keir and Yvette gaslighting us. They're gaslighting us with a nonsense that you will solve the migrant crisis by smashing the people smuggling gangs. You absolutely will not. 100%. Stop the migrants, or there will always be gangs. Simple as that.